We're here in the Christmas spirit today, full Christmas spirit on November 11th. You can never put the tree up too early. But I figured let's get back to the roots. Let's get back to the actionable stuff, the Loom videos that really can help you land better jobs, more jobs, all that kind of stuff. I've worked one on one with hundreds of people now on their resumes, their applications, their interviews, seeing what works, what doesn't, what works the fastest, what works the best for certain types of people. And I've really boiled it down to like a formula at this point. I'll be honest with you. So, this video, I'm going to kind of condense some of that and show you guys what is working right now, late 2024, to land these jobs and to get as much interest back as possible when you submit applications. So, without further ado, let's dive in. So, starting here, there's really, when it comes to you getting hired or not getting hired, there's two things that are present. One is your effort, like things that are 100% within your control. Did you do them or did you not? If you are not doing 100% of what is within your control, then you obviously have room for improvement. Now, the other part of this that you can't always just snap your fingers and within a reasonable time frame have is experience. So that is a combination of the effort, the independent variable being executed upon over a long enough period of time so that way you can get the experience. If you don't have the experience, you really need to lean on the effort. So something like job is posted. How long does it take you to apply? Is it 10 minutes or is it 3 days? That is 100% an effort thing. Responding fast. You reply and then they reply back in an hour. How long does it take you to respond? The biggest thing by far is the number of applications. If I look at all the hundreds of people that are in the community that have ever been in the community, a common denominator of those who have the most success, the fastest, usually just submitted more applications than those who did not have the same success. So number of applications can really, really negate anything that might be working against you. The quality of your resume is huge. We're going to get into some numbers in a little bit and definitely stick around for that. But the quality of your resume, in the high ticket sales space, it's a lot of kids, it's a lot of people with not any serious professional background. And so all this stuff, not important to the kids or the people that are very short-sighted. So if you do come in with all of this stuff dialed in, like you're going to smoke everybody else. So resume quality, the quality of your actual application, the way that you submit the resume, the messaging that goes with it, the Loom video that goes with it, all that stuff packaged up together. Being prepared, being timely to an interview. I mean, you think that sounds like a normal thing? You would be very surprised how many people are not those two things. Interviewing well, interviews are a skill set. It's like going to the gym and working out your biceps. You can work out your interview ability. Now, the experience that you portray, you can work on how to show that in the best light. You can, again, some things you just cannot snap your fingers and have right away, but the ability to interview well and answer questions well and ask the right questions well, 100% within your control. Looking the part, 100% within your control. Being in a quiet room, having a decent Zoom background, a Christmas background like this, 100% within your control. Doing like pre and post call communication, pre when needed, post call follow-ups, all that on interviews, 100% within your control. So really, man, the people that are going to win the most, the fastest, they're going to take this and run with it. They're going to do it like it's their full-time job if they have the time to permit. You can realistically completely change all of this in a very short amount of time with a small amount of time or money. Yeah. So basically, your Zoom background is not that awesome. Like literally turn your desk around and just make it a flat, plain wall. You're not in a quiet room, like literally just go somewhere that's quiet. So pretty self-explanatory there. Now, if I can share what I've seen to really lead to success is the people that max out what is within their control 100% of the time, 100% of the time, get further than those who simply are relying on experience that they have. Like, let's say you're a tech account executive, a couple of years, you got results, all that cool stuff, but you're not maximizing the applications. You're not doing a lot of applications. This person who does this is going to win more times than not. Like, Appointment setting is entry level, meaning you don't need sales experience to get that. So it's fair game. Like, you literally just have to be the best. You have to present yourself the best. You have to interview the best. And that is within your control. It's a muscle. You can work it out. Now let's look at some numbers. I have 3 diagrams that I want to show you here. And this is something that I work very hands-on with the community members on, is maximizing the throughput of this funnel. So the average job seeking funnel in high ticket sales, let's say you submit 50 applications. Okay, well, out of 10 people who apply to this job, right off the bat, the 4 or so who respond the fastest are going to get the most attention. Okay, so there's already a cutoff on just how fast you can apply. Most people are not going to apply fast enough. They're not going to get attention paid to them. It's just the reality of it. Then we get down to the quality of the application. And this is probably the biggest part of it. But very quickly, and I've done a ton of recruiting, run the sales agency. We run a bunch of teams, have a bunch of sales reps. Very quickly, can I see who actually wants this job by the quality of the application submitted? Look at their resume. Did they put any effort in? Did they even submit a resume? Did they answer the questions that you asked them thoughtfully? Did they take the time to film a Loom video? Is the Loom video quality? All these things where you can just literally tell, does this person care or does this person not care? And 80% of people who submit a full application with whatever that entails, I'm going to disqualify in most cases because they were lazy. They didn't take the time. They don't really want this. There's a lot of different reasons. So a lot of people are going to get cut here. Now, if you don't know what you're interviewing for, you're not prepared. You show up to the interview, you don't know who you're talking to, you don't know what you're talking about, you don't remember anything about the role. That's not good. So I would say, every 1 in 5 interviews that I have, I kind of feel like I'm wasting my time. And that's after they get through this. Now, the actual interview, there's been times recently where I've hired people that I simply just like their character and the characteristics they embody over the experience that someone else might have. And I'll hire that person on because I'm confident in the training that we have. So with the interview, like, honestly, 60% is probably generous. Most people aren't going to, 6 out of 10 people aren't going to make it past the interview. It's probably more like 7 or 8 out of 10. And then the post-interview, nobody follows up. Nobody stays in contact with the hiring managers, the recruiters, the agency owners, whatever it might be. It's just, honestly, at this point, if you're not doing this, you probably didn't make it this far. So it's just a reality. So with these numbers, and I tried to estimate to the best of my ability how much of that application pool gets chopped at each milestone. And there might be more, there might be less. 50 applications in, you can see the odds shrink quickly down to 1.54 offers out, 2 offers, or if you want to round down, it's 1 offer. So I don't know, if you had a crystal ball and it said you shook it or rubbed it, or whatever you do with the crystal ball, and you said, crystal ball, how many applications do I need to do to get a good high ticket sales role? And it told you 50, and it told you would get this, you would just do it. The thing is, like, nobody knows for sure. But these are this is having the most average experience all the way down the funnel. What if you just simply improve the quality at the top of the funnel without changing anything else? And that's what we're going to look at next. So improving the throughput of this funnel by 100% in those first 2 steps. Now, this is a really big part of what we work on in the community. We're really focused on jobs and opportunity, making transitions from one place to another. But the higher up in the funnel it is, the more important it is for you to be better than other people. Because before, this was 60%. If you just were twice as good as the average person, meaning you responded to this fast because it was posted in a hiring channel where you get a notification, my community, then your odds go from before 30 to 35 right away. You didn't do anything different. You just got a notification and applied faster. Then your quality of application, if you could 2x the shitty resume that you've been using for 3 or 4 years that hasn't been updated, if you could know how to best position your experience, if you could know the types of messages to send with your resume, to fill out on these forms, all stuff that we go over in the community. And instead of being your odds being, I think it's, what is it, 80%. So 1 in 5, they become 2 out of 5, where you would typically have 6 jobs through the funnel at this point. You now have 21 jobs still in your funnel. Keep all this stuff the same. That spits out 5.38 offers. So from 1.54, same 50 applications, just by doing a little bit of extra work that nobody else wants to do in this industry, which we help people with, you're getting somebody do the math. What is that? 3 times the offers? It's probably more. Okay. Now, what if you worked with someone to improve the entire thing? You got better at interviews. Like, you actually massaged the interview muscle. You learned how to do prep. You learned how to do the post call, post interview. And we improved the entire throughput by 100%. I'm not going to go through all of this again, but 50 applications in, 12 offers out. So if you rub that crystal ball and said, hey, crystal ball, how many job applications do I need to submit to get one offer? And it told you, hey, Dylan, every fifth offer that you submitted, or I'm sorry, every fifth application you submit, you will get a job offer back for. Like, why would you not just go and apply to 500 jobs? Why would you not just go crazy with this? Zoom out. All this effort-based stuff, maximizing this, because you know you could go do the same amount of work. Now, maybe there's a couple hours on the upfront getting all this down, right? Maybe there's a couple hours, maybe there's some relationships you need to build, you need to redo your resume, you need to study some material, and then you can smoke everybody on this. It's literally the difference between 10x, like 1.54 offers and 11.9 offers, 12 offers made to you, job offers, remote contracted sales stuff. This is what we focus on in the community. And not only that, this one that's the most important, the timing, it should add in there exclusivity as well. How many people are applying? I mean, this is all percentage based. So, but I mean, it still is important. How many people? Is it 30 people? Is it 300 people? It makes a difference. But anyways, hopefully this makes sense for you guys. This is something that I work with every single member, every single step of this to go through and make sure it's dialed in. But if you hypothetically were in our community last month and we posted 61 jobs and we had 12 new people join, that's 5 jobs per new member on average. We've been doing this for a while now, to be honest with you. We had 61 jobs. That is almost a record. I think we had more in May and more in October, a lot in July. We did a little migration over here, so the numbers are a little skewed. But 61 jobs posted. And if you were going up, against everyone else outside of the community as well, I'm not just talking about going up against people in the community, but if you were just going up against people out in the wild that don't even have a resume, they don't even know what kind of closing role they're getting into. They don't have an in on the application process. They don't know how to interview well. They don't know how to do any of this, and they're slow. You're going to smoke them. And that's why I'm so big on saying sales training does not get you more offers. Like, sales training, if we go over here, would be in that past experience. Now, if we're looking at the offers where it's like $30K per month plus, sales training makes a marginal difference. But if we're looking to make 5, 10, 15K a month, more applications, meet more people, submit more applications, make sure the quality of the applications is better than everybody else, because that is 100% within your control. And then just make sure you're faster than everyone else. Go where the jobs are posted. 61 contracted sales roles posted in our group last month. Stuff like this. So I literally got this message today, November 11th. Banger post. This is an agency client. Banger posting for the community. Our top client, most recent serial sales hire, did 15K per month within 90 days. And they just said job posting would be huge. So I'm about to toss this into the community after this, to be honest with you. So if you just had inbound stuff like this and I worked with you one-on-one to help you maximize your funnel throughput, and you got connected with other people that are getting all this opportunity, the only way you don't win is if you don't try or if you don't show up. So that's all I got on here, guys. Hopefully that video provides some insight. I've worked with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people now, and a lot of them one-on-one. And this is what moves the needle. This is what gets you out of that job. This is what gets you into the other job that you're looking to get into, and making sure that it's quality so you don't churn out and have a bad experience and think high ticket sales is a scam. If you like this video, if you guys missed the Loom breakdowns with graphs and all this stuff and zooming in, zooming out, let me know in the comments. I used to make a lot of this content and I don't make as much anymore, but I think it's pretty valuable. And I mean, honestly, because I talk about this stuff every single day with members inside, it's kind of drilled into my brain. I kind of forget how some of this is not common sense. But if you guys like this, comment, let me know. And if you guys have requests for anything else, also let me know on that. I'm probably going to drop another video soon going over the resume breakdown. If you like that, I'll throw a template in there as well, and you guys could use that. But we'll go from there. If you want to join the community, or if you want to learn more about the community, been running it for a long time, link in description. One of them, it should be one of the first two. To check out the community landing page, there's a bunch of wins and testimonials. You can also check out the YouTube playlist here. It's called Community Member Interviews. I have over just about 40 one-on-one full-length interviews with people who have gone inside, gotten the result. I'm about to film another with this guy right here. Sorry to dox. Jared, 15K a month, quit his corporate SaaS sales role. And if you already know you want to be a part of this, literally just book a call with the team and we'll talk with you, show you the ropes, show you what you get, and show you how we can help, and then we'll have you in. So if you watch this video, I mean, at a bare minimum, hopefully this concept here, allows you to reflect and figure out where you might be lacking, where you can improve, and how you can get more throughput on your application funnel. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Merry Christmas.